What's up, buddies and friends? It is Taran the Happy Guy here, and as always, I hope you are all having a shining day, because I get to entertain you guys in another fantastic video. Welcome to the ADD test. In this one, I'm going to be seeing if I have ADD, which is attention deficit disorder. Well, I definitely know I have ADHD because I was diagnosed with that when I was little. Luckily, I've learned to control that over the years. Now, let's see if I have ADD. I was never diagnosed with that, but hopefully this test is super accurate on that and definitely proves I have it. Which, attention deficit disorder, I don't know what it is. I definitely know what ADHD is. And the last quiz video I took on my channel was like right whenever I was in the middle of starting my YouTube channel, whenever I was like at like 20 subscribers, maybe 30. I did a quiz called the mental age test, and you guys can go check out my test score, watch me do the quiz in the video. I'll put it in the end screens at the end of this video, so you guys can go to the playlist, go to the I've done other random vids. I got like two other random vids in the playlist. There's how I custom create my thumbnails, which I just recorded yesterday, and then an old video called my mental age test. So you guys can go see my mental age. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, yes. The test score I got in that video was like, my mental age is 28, and I was 19 at the time, so I was a little bit younger then. So that was like before I had my birthday, and I turned 20. I was 19. Go check it out. It's one of my old videos when I was like 20 subscribers. Maybe I was at 30 subscribers. I don't remember, but I know I took it a while back before I got like to this many subscribers. Guys, I want to thank y'all so much for the support and everything you guys have been doing for me. The channel just officially hit 136 subscribers. Just a couple weeks ago, we were only at 119. And thanks to the amazing support and positivity and community that we are, well, thanks to the positivity and the generosity and the supportive community that I get to be part of, the channel is where it is now, and I want you guys to know just how appreciative I am and just how thankful of that I am. Okay, enough blabbering on. I just wanted to point out how thankful I am for you guys helping me get there, and I keep hoping to make more awesome content for you guys. I will get some more Slender Man uploaded. 6:54 right now. As soon as I get done getting this video uploaded, I want to kind of have a relaxing night tonight. So tomorrow I will get back to some more Slender Man. Hopefully I will finish off the game these next 3 days, because I really want to get through Slender Man, because I know you guys have been enjoying that game. So with that being said, let's definitely test to see if I have ADD, which I might. I'm not sure. So enjoy. Yeah. Enjoy. Okay, guys, here we are, the ADD test. Are you totally ADD? Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is somewhat difficult to diagnose. Why? Well, for one thing, the symptoms are common problems that everyone faces. We are all forgetful, distracted, restless, overwhelmed, and losing track of things now and then. So what makes ADHD a disorder? Well, guys, like I said, I have ADHD, and I was diagnosed with it whenever I was about 5 years old or 4 years old. And since I've grown up, I've matured more. I learned to start controlling my ADHD whenever I was about 15. And I started doing better at controlling it. I don't get as hyperactive as I used to. Okay, but yes, guys, like I said, I have matured over the years. I've learned to control my ADHD. Now, the symptoms of ADD pretty much sounds like me, though. I really hope hope I don't fucking have ADD, because that would be bad. But all these sound like me. I am forgetful. I am distracted. I am restless because I stay up till like 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock sometimes in the morning. By distracted means I get distracted by the smallest things during videos. Ooh, a gun! Oh my god, I didn't know it was loaded. It shot out something. Whoops. That was my airsoft gun. I'm an idiot. See, I get distracted. No, that was just an act, guys. But seriously, you guys have seen some of the things that I say whenever I'm recording and making videos. Sometimes whenever I'm recording a Let's Play, my mind wanders off to another land or talks about something totally different that has fucking nothing to do with the game. And if you guys haven't noticed, see, there I go, getting distracted. I was about to say, if you guys haven't noticed, I put some pink highlights in my hair, which actually turned a kind of Markiplier red, but it still looks good. Okay, aside from that stupid fucking distraction about my hair, let me continue saying what I was saying, but I am forgetful. That's why I have to set alarms, reminders, schedules on my phone. That's why I even keep it beside me whenever I'm recording videos. I keep it right next to me, plugged into the charger, so I always have it with me just in case I have an alarm that needs to remind me of something to go off. Sometimes I can get overwhelmed if there's too many things thrown at me. I do lose track of things every now and then, like my comb. Like my combs that I use to floof my hair, I always lose them in the most freaking obvious places. Like one time I lost my comb and I didn't even realize it was in my coat pocket hanging up. That's how much of a fucking idiot Taryn the Happy Guy is. So, let everybody trust the internet. The internet, apparently everything on the internet we believe. So, if this test says I have ADD, then alrighty, we'll believe it. So with that being said, let's get into the quiz. What are the signs? Alright. It's brain fart shit. Okay. It's ongoing and impairing when attention, procrastination, overwhelm, and restlessness are constant, frustrating problems and undermine many areas of your life. It's a disorder. Note, the quiz has been approved by 2 independent ADHD specialists. Again, people, I know I have ADHD. Sometimes I like to take my ADHD out in these videos to be hyper on camera instead. No, I know how to control it. It will give you the sense of whether or not you have this mindset, but it will not replace a proper assessment by a doctor who understands ADHD. Okay, good. This is just a quiz, so it's not going to be completely accurate. It's because doctors don't approve it. The quiz is not intended to give you a definitive medical diagnosis. Whew! Well, maybe then maybe I should go check myself out by a doctor and see what they're gonna say if I have ADD. Alright, you know what? I understand. Let's get in this. I'm gonna have fun. And, if you, I don't know if you guys, know this, but, I got my big ass mug here full of Mountain Dew. It says Pepsi on it, but this is a big ass mug filled with Mountain Dew, so I'm basically hyped up on caffeine while I'm doing this quiz, so. See, there I go, being easily distracted like a fucking idiot again. Oh yay, proves how smart I am. Alright, are you totally ADD? There are 18 quick questions. The first 9 explore inattention and focus. That's totally not me. I don't have an attention and focus at all. Totally not me. Ignore that, guys. Yes, I actually have a lot of inattention and focus. Of course, life is rarely black or white. If what we are describing happens to you regularly, then select yes. Select no if it's hardly ever or not at all. Poor attention to detail. I often make small mistakes in my work. I skim read, I tend to rush things, I mess up dates, get numbers wrong, or fail to notice typos. I often overlook details in filling out forms or forget to add attachments to email. I tend to make simple errors because I'm not paying attention. Okay, the first ones don't really sound like me, but they could be. I often make small mistakes in my work. No, because whenever whenever I'm actually working, when I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm usually working at the nursing home as a dietary aide in the kitchen, and we do the same thing every day, day in and day out. We clean the kitchen, do dishes, all that, because it's the same process, because I'm a dietary aide and I have the same job every day. So, and sometimes I've made mistakes. I've dropped, thank God we don't have glass cups, we have plastic cups, but I've dropped cups before when pouring water into them. So it was one small mistake one time. But whenever I'm editing YouTube videos like thumbnails and descriptions and all that, I don't make small mistakes whatsoever. I try to get every small mistake fixed and just perfect. I try to be a perfectionist about my YouTube videos. So, not that I want to get famous. I like to put effort in my videos. I want it to be interesting and pizzazzable for you guys, to draw you in and make you enjoy it, you know? So, no, I don't make small mistakes in my work. I make sure every little small mistake is fixed. I skim read. That's me. I do tend to rush things. I don't mess up dates like I used to. I used to do that until I started setting schedules, alarms, daily reminders on my phone for almost everything that I do every day. So basically, I used to mess up dates. Yes. I don't get phone numbers wrong. I always get the whenever someone gives me their. Well, actually, yes, I forget phone numbers, so I have to look at my phone every time I need a phone number. So that's why I keep it right beside me. I often overlook details in filling out forms or forget to add attachments to email. No, whenever I go to a job, I make sure I get every single detail filled out in the application or the resume or whatever paperwork they're having me do. Attachments to emails, no, I always remember to do that. I tend to make simple errors because I'm not paying attention. Sounds like me. So, yeah. If most of those are me, it's going to be a yes. Okay, next. Guys, I've got to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. It's my fucking allergies. Okay, thank God my allergies are deciding to leave me alone now. Alright, now, on to question 2. I am easily distracted. I find it difficult to stick with longer tasks, even leisure activities. I may go off to do something else, or I end up doing several things at once. I struggle to follow through on complex tasks. Short deadlines work best for me. Answer yes if any of these apply to you. Let's like this through, okay? Cause you guys have actually noticed how easily distracted I get in my videos, but outside of YouTube, I find it difficult to stick with longer tasks. Actually, that is not completely true because I've had to mow lawns before that took about 2 hours for me to do. Because the grass was so long. Yeah, I'm good at mowing the lawn. Oh yeah, that's quite the accomplishment. Yeah, everyone can mow a lawn, Terran Happy Guy. It's not that much of an accomplishment. I know. I was pointing out an idiotic accomplishment about Terran the Happy Guy and bad Terran. Stop pointing out stupid accomplishments. Point out good things like YouTube. I'm good at that. But let's see. Sometimes I do find it difficult to do longer tasks. I like switching from task to task rather than staying on one job. I like to switch. I like to change it up, do different things. I don't like to do the same thing for hours on end unless I'm at work. I have to do it. I have to do what my boss says. He's the one who pays me, so that makes sense. Even leisure activities. Actually, if they're like relaxing leisure activities. JP, what does leisure mean? Leisure activity means relaxing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But whenever I'm doing leisure activities, like relaxing and all that, I can sit still for hours on end. I love relaxing. So that's why as soon as I'm done getting this uploaded tonight, I'm going to kick back, chillax, watch some Markiplier. Sorry, took another drink out of my big-ass cup. I'm thirsty. I think I'm gonna yell so loud tonight that I'm going to lose my voice before this or after this video is over. But leisure activities, I don't get distracted by. I could sit there and chillax and watch Markiplier or binge watch Jacksepticeye, binge watch either for hours. I may go off and do something else. Yes, I like to switch from different tasks rather than staying on one. I like doing several things at once. Well, not at one time. I like doing them cut up into pieces. Actually, at where I work, sometimes I have to do multiple things at a time. So basically, I do that because other people have me do it. I struggle to follow through on complex tasks. Yes, sometimes I have to have people explain it to me. so I know exactly what I'm doing. Whenever I start my job, I needed help on that, like a mentor. And then, so basically there are some tasks that I have trouble with. Short deadlines work best for me. Yeah. So, oh my god, there's another yes. How embarrassing. Let's see. No, well, when it comes to when it comes to women, especially sexy women, I ain't gonna sit there and ignore them. I'm gonna be like, I'm listening, baby. Oh yeah. That's fucking weird. I'm gonna shut up. Poor listener. I find I am easily distracted during longer conversations. I tend to tune out. I may be looking right at someone, but I'm lost in thought. My mind often wanders. I often miss what's being said, so I have to ask people to repeat themselves. Sometimes I even lose track of what I'm saying, or I go off on tangents. That is definitely me, guys. I do that all the time when I'm except if I don't, except with my boss. Of course, I don't want to lose my job where I work, so I tend to put all the focus and attention on my boss without looking away. I have eye contact, I stand up straight, I have confidence whenever I'm talking to my boss. So basically, but whenever I'm just talking to other people, I've actually, certain people I get easily distracted with, and a lot of this happens, but there's like mentors that I really listen to, like my grandma, my uncle, my boss, there's certain family members I will sit there and be a good listener with. Some people in my family, I'm gonna admit it, I don't like. And there's, I'm not saying it's people who live here where I live, any of my family members who live here, just certain people, or just certain people I don't like that I won't listen to that well because they're being jerk. The only time I will not listen is when someone is being a jerk or an asshole to me. I'm gonna tune them out if they're talking rudely to me. That is the only time I ever do it. So this would be yes, because I'm a poor listener, only to people who are assholes to me whenever I'm talking to them. I don't follow instructions. This used to be me whenever I was little, whenever I was like, from the time I was 4 years old to the time I was like 11, from 4 years old to the time I was to the time I was 13, I didn't like to follow instructions or listen. I prefer to jump right in rather than read through instructions, guides, or recipes. I don't have regular routines at work or home. I struggle with schedules or plans. No, this definitely does not sound like me at all. I am a very scheduled person. It says I struggle with schedules or plans. No. So that is a no, because I'm a very scheduled person. I feel disorganized. No, definitely not me. If you guys have ever seen my freaking office or my bedroom, you guys would know how neat and tidy I am. I'm a very, very big neat freak. So let's just read it anyways. I feel disorganized. I have trouble organizing my work schedule, social life, and family obligations. I create long to-do lists, find them overwhelming. Planning a big project feels daunting. I procrastinate because I can't see where to start or figure out what I need. No. I do exactly the opposite of all that. I'm very organized, so that will be a no. I avoid tasks that require sustained mental effort. I struggle to finish things that demand a lot of focus for a long period of time. Other things I get in the zone and hyper focus. I avoid routine tasks that feel monotonous. I don't know what the fuck that word is. Repetitive or boring. When faced with a big important task, I will do a bunch of trivial chores instead. I hate paperwork. You know, I'm just gonna guess on this one because honestly that made no fucking sense to me. Probably because I'm an idiot. Yeah, totally an idiot. Okay, I honestly... Actually, yeah, that would be a no because I'm good at doing certain tasks, big tasks. So that would be a no for me. Next. Okay, often lose things I need. I often misplace things like my phone, keys, TV, or remote. I've never misplaced my phone. Actually, that's not absolutely true. How many weeks ago was it when I lost my phone outside the nursing home in the parking lot? Let me think. That was about 3 weeks ago, whenever I decided to leave my phone in the freaking lawn of the nursing home, and thank God it didn't get mowed on and shredded into pieces or crushed. It was just laying there perfectly fine, just in the best condition, and nothing happened to it. So I'm lucky my phone didn't get destroyed, because I found it just in time. So actually I do lose things a lot, so that would be a yes. Next question. Let's see. I'm easily distracted by conversations, noises, or activities happening around me. I'm often lost in thought. My mind will be far away, imagining interesting ideas, situations, or conversations. I'm pretty smart, but a bit absent-minded. I've been called a daydreamer. I do dream a lot, and I do think a lot. I have a lot of thoughts and things going through my mind every day that I get excited for, like coming home and making YouTube videos for you guys, because I enjoy entertaining you. Let me see. I've thought about this one a little bit. I do get easily distracted most of the time. Actually, I have been told that whenever I'm having a conversation, sometimes, it doesn't happen all the time, that I kind of wander off into like my own little world. Like I'm what they call a dreamer. Means means I feel inspired all the time. Basically, I come up with ideas and thoughts that would just really pizzazz the crap out of people and make them interested. Like whenever I'm talking to someone, sometimes I come up with ideas of other YouTube videos I'm gonna do, and most of the time I have to say, Taryn, keep your fucking focus and listen to the person that is talking. Stop getting easily distracted. And I do have to, and like I said, this sometimes happens, so this would be a yes, because it's I'm just gonna go with yes, because it does happen a lot. It happens most of the time, and it doesn't happen most times. So next, forgetful. I often lose track of what I'm supposed to do or be doing. Okay, let's see. Forgetful. I often lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing or what I've already done. I'll forget to pack something and have to go back. I'm bad with names. Yes, this is definitely me. I'm pretty sure half the time I have short-term memory loss, because I do have to basically schedule everything, set alarms, set reminders. It's probably not because I've short-term memory loss. It's probably just because I'm a really forgetful person and quite the idiot. So yeah, I just pointed that out. It's funny, isn't it? But it's just like proves how forgetful I can become. And so do any of these ring a bell? Well, that's a funny way to ask it. Yes, because I used to be extremely forgetful. Now most of the time I'm mostly forgetful, unless an alarm or like a schedule goes off on my phone. So submit. Let's see what I got. Oh god. Submit. I can't look. What? Are you totally ADD? That's the 9 inattention symptoms. You finished part 1. Your total is 6 out of 9. A score of 5 or higher suggests inattention is a problem for you. Yep, like I said, that sounds about like me. While most people struggle with some of these symptoms, that doesn't mean you have ADHD. I do have ADHD, you idiots. I was diagnosed with it when I was 4. So shut up, internet. You can't prove I don't have it. I do have it, trust me, I know. They have ADHD. They could be stressed by major life events or any number of medical issues. But your score suggested that a full assessment by a specialist who understands ADHD might be in order. About 4 to 5% of adults are struggling with focus, distraction, and attention. These challenges undermine their goals, good attention in many areas of life, despite all their efforts. Now, let's look at hyperactivity, 6 questions, and impulsivity, 3 questions, problem areas for many adults with ADD, and see what else we can learn. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure it's going to be completely positive on the hyperactivity part. Okay, now let's continue on to part 2 of the test. Are you totally ADD? You probably don't bounce around like a hyperactive child, but perhaps you often feel restless, driven, like there's a dynamo inside of you. Yes, that's definitely me. I always feel energized and hyper. That's why I have to go out and walk. Maybe you're impatient, on the go. Thoughts race sometimes, tumbling, richeting as you pour out one idea after another. That's what I do in my videos. I'm very hyperactive. I'm very talkative. I'm very loud. You may crave excitement, trying new things. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream in the microphone. Hope I didn't ear rape you all. You may crave excitement and trying new things, or love highly stimulating activities. That didn't sound wrong at all, if you know what I mean. With a big payoff. Let's look at hyperactivity. Oh my god, I'm probably going to be completely positive with this part. Oh my god, this sounds like me. Physically restless, fidgety. I grow fidgety during meetings, classes, or church. I can become antsy during long conversations. Yes, I will sit here and I will literally bounce my leg up and down, up and down, up and down while I'm at a meeting or something. Like my foot will like da 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 on the floor because I get really bored and hyper. I fidget with keys, bracelets, coins, and pens. I do this with my hair. I don't twirl my hair, but I do this all the time if I'm bored. I usually doodle. These things help me focus and listen. Yes, well, here it is. Well, that answers your question. I tap my foot or bounce my leg with my pent-up energy constantly shifting in my seat. Look at me. Look at me. You guys can see me going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I've been doing it the whole time, if you haven't noticed in the video. Yeah. Constantly shifting in my seat. Yep. Rocking, tilting my chair. If I had a regular chair instead of a rolly chair, I'd probably be doing this and leaning all the way back in it because I got yelled at in high school for doing that all the time by my teachers. I got yelled at by the principal once for that because I was tilting back in my chair and they said, all fours on the floor, and I'm like, here, are two on the floor okay? Because I was being a smartass in class, so tilting my chair way back when I'm thinking, oh my god, that is 100% positive. I feel the need to get up and move. I pace while I'm on the phone. Actually, I do. I like to stand up and walk around when I'm on the phone. I wish I could pace during meetings. Actually, no. Whenever I'm in a meeting, I like to really focus, except when I'm tapping my foot like an idiot, like I said, and really hyper. And when I'm hyper, as you guys notice, my mouth likes to run like a fucking motorboat. I walk faster than others and have to wait for them. I like to be in action on the move. When I am required to sit and do something challenging like financial paperwork, I need to take frequent breaks to shake off my agitation. Yep, sounds about like me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to ace the hyperactivity part because, like I said, I have ADHD, but I've matured, really matured, and learned to control it. The worst thing I do now whenever I'm hyper is this or tapping my foot. Restless. I am impatient or agitated when things are quiet. I feel rushed, pressured, or driven. Even doing something that isn't urgent. I have frequent job changes or move frequently. Not all of these may resonate with you, but answer yes if any of them do. So I do get impatient and agitated when I have to wait for. I am a very patient person. The longest I will wait for someone is about 3 hours. Actually, when it comes to certain people, like old people or the elderly, like my elders, I'm really patient with them. But if it's a child, a little kid, and they're purposely going slow just to annoy the shit out of me, I'm like, okay, I give up. I'm out here. I think. I'd probably make a horrible father because I'd probably be like, get out of my way, you little shit, hurry up. Yeah, I'd probably make a horrible dad. I'm gonna shut up about that. I am impatient or agitated when things are quiet. Actually, yes, because I don't like it quiet. I like conversation, yelling, screaming, noises. I like to be involved. I feel rushed, pressured, or driven. By the way, my roommate farted. I feel rushed, pressured, or driven, even doing something that isn't urgent. Sometimes I have frequent job changes or move frequently. No, I still have the same job that I've had for a while. So, this would be a yes. On to the next one. Okay, difficulty enjoying leisure activities quietly. I find it hard to relax or work quietly. Small talk is boring. I always have to be trying new things or changing them up. I'm always pushing the envelope, tweaking. That almost sounds like doing drugs. That's weird. Because it's called tweaking out. I don't know. That was weird. I'm gonna shut up. And adjusting. What if we do it this way instead? I find myself stirring things up, teasing. I often draw attention to myself. I can be over the top center of attention. Some would say I'm a bit immature or prone to drama. Everything's a big deal with me. Yeah, that sounds about like me, because I have arguments where I want to be the center of attention. Sometimes I have arguments with people where I want to be the center of attention. Everything, yeah, can be a really big deal with me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't lie to people. I don't lie to you guys. But this happens most of the time. It's part of my disorder. But it doesn't happen all the time. It's part of my ADHD. I mean, I can't help it. But I used to do it a lot. I've learned to control it. I do it very so often now. Sometimes I want to be the center of attention, so I just do the stupidest things. I'm a lot less immature than I used to be. I have grown into a great individualized man. Everything is a big deal with me. So we'll go with yes. Yeah. Always on the go, driven. I often seem like I'm always on the go, driven by a motor. I'm drawn to one hobby or obsession after another. I'm drawn to YouTube, guys, and I'm drawn to several hobbies, like YouTube, going out and exercising, working out, showing my big, strong, sexy muscles off to those fingers out there. That's weird. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm being a dork. I'm sorry. I have more stamina. Yeah, I do have stamina, but in other parts of my life that I'm not gonna mention on YouTube. Sure, I got great stamina in bed, ladies out there. Yeah, if you didn't know, ladies, I got great stamina in bed. Okay, forget I said that. Okay, forget I said I had great stamina in bed. I didn't yell at you. Didn't hear anything. I have more stamina and enthusiasm than anyone else. If it's something I find interesting, I dive in whole hog, like a whirling dervish with tons of energy, but then suddenly crash. I'm more of a splinter than a marathoner. Yeah. I like being active whenever I'm not recording YouTube videos. I like getting up, moving around. That's whenever I'm recording my videos, guys, believe it or not, I am always wearing clothes inside the house. I don't really lounge around in pajamas. Most of the day, I'm wearing my tennis shoes, my socks, my jeans, my belt, and my shirt and a shirt. I basically on the go all day. So, and that's why I'm always drinking energy drinks, out exercising when I'm not recording videos. Whenever I like vlogs because they're out and about, they're active. And I like recording videos because they're active, because I don't have to be laying in a bed. I can be sitting up in my chair and recording in front of my, at my desk where I'm up and about. So I would be a very driven person, yes. Not rude, but talkative. I can be rude, but only to certain people. I live by the golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. So, basically, I'm only rude to people who are rude to me. I know it's childish, but it's the golden rule, guys. Not rude, but I would never do that to any of my supporters. I love you guys. I just want you to know that. Never. I would never be rude to you. Not rude, but talkative. I always have lots to say, but not so great at listening. I can be an enthusiastic chatterbox who can't stop. If someone else tries to speak, I get louder because I feel pressure to get it out. I tend to dominate conversations, telling great stories, but rarely learning anything about anyone else. I always have to top or match someone else's story. Not all of these may resonate with you, but answer yes if any of them do. Oh my god, guys. That just explained me 100%. Whenever I'm talking to someone, sometimes I do want to dominate their conversations. Like if there's someone out there who's more popular than me and more interesting than me, sometimes I want to show them how confident I am and how loud I can get, and show them that I have interesting stories too. So Yeah, that sounds like me. I'm be honest, yeah. Yep, totally me. Well, we might as well just call this the All About Terran quiz, because half this shit explains me. Yeah, congrats. You've complete. Yeah, I read that. Blurting out. I am full of ideas. My mind jumps and races ahead. I don't sit quietly and consider, but immediately after one idea or opinion after another, I may see impatient or dominating, always adding my 2 cents, having to contribute my ideas and have lots of them. I'm instantly enthusiastic and interested in new challenges. I say yes to everything, then end up overwhelmed with commitments. Yes, I'm a little too agreeable sometimes. This would be a yes, but the yes being that it's most of the time. Waiting my turn is frustrating. No, if it's a line, I'm very patient with people. Except if it's a line of children, then I'm going to find it fucking ridiculous to stand there with a bunch of little kids. Now, if I'm in a line with adults and elderly people and people who are a bit older than me, like my family, my parents, my grandparents, my elders, I don't mind standing in the line with them. I'd be very patient. I hate lineups or waiting for other people to arrive. I will move from one checkout line to another, seeking the fastest cashier. That sounds like me whenever I'm in Walmart or at the store. I'll go out of my way to avoid slow traffic. Yes, sometimes I like to take the roads like in the middle of town to get out of traffic. I'll go out of my way to avoid slow traffic or long conversations. Sometimes I do like to avoid long conversations, because if I got something going on, I like to get to doing that. A friend who asks, I can't stand people who speak slowly. Small talk is painfully boring. Actually, I could sit there and talk with anyone basically, unless they're annoying. Like people sit there and do this. Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Then I just want to sock them in the fucking face, because Sorry guys. No, I wouldn't sock them in the face. I'd be like, what do you want? A friend who asks the waitress about every item on the menu makes me crazy. No. I hate waiting for... No, what I'll say, if they try to read it off, I'll be like, ma'am, just give me the menu and I will read it myself. And that one that talks about people who speak slowly or people who are painfully boring, I'll sit here basically just shake my head to agree with them, because I'm not a rude person and I don't want to seem rude to anyone. If you guys don't like this video, put a dislike. It's okay. It doesn't bother me. Be honest, like me. Just basically put your feedback. Let's see if this video can get 20 likes. Not saying it has to get 20 likes, but at least let it get a lot. So I know you guys enjoyed this video, and I want to see if you guys want me to do more of these quiz videos. Okay, a friend who asks a waitress about every item on the menu makes me crazy. Basically, what I would turn around and say to my friend is be like, read the menu yourself, okay? And then you might figure out what's on there. Stop asking the damn waitress. I hate waiting for other people to arrive. I can't just sit back and relax. That's not true. I'd probably, if I had to wait for a bunch of people to arrive, I'd just kick back and take a nap until they got there. Because I honestly wouldn't stay awake and wait. I'd probably just fall asleep and get bored. Interrupt and intrude on others. I interrupt, chime in, or intrude into other people's conversations. I feel the need to top someone's story or add your two... Yeah, sounds like me. I'm probably definitely yeah, like I said, I had ADHD. I knew I'd probably get 100% on this one. Your total score of hyperactivity and impulsivity is 9 out of 9. For hyperactivity and impulsivity, the threshold score is 5 or more. The predominancy combined subtype of ADHD. For hyperactivity and impulsivity, the threshold score is 5 or more. So your score suggests hyperactivity and impulsivity may be issues for you. Of course I know that. Since you also scored 5 or more in part 1, attention, this suggests that you may have... Okay, so let's basically just finish reading this off. Since you also scored 5 or more in Part 1 attention, this suggests you may have what is called the predominantly combined subtype of ADHD. I know I have ADHD, I stated that. This is the most common type of ADHD, so where do you go from here? Learning more about ADHD is the first step. Actually, well, that just proves it. That proves I have ADHD, not ADD, so that's good. I'm so glad I don't have ADD, so tell me what you guys thought about this. I will put the link to this quiz in the description below, so you guys can go try it yourself and see if you have ADD or ADHD. Give me your thoughts on this video, guys. Tell me what you thought about it. Do you want to see more quiz videos? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a challenge. Get 9, 10, 20, or 30 likes, any one of those on this video, and I will do another quiz video here in the future eventually. As soon as I'm done with Slenderman, I will get back to another quiz video. I will do my research. I'll find another quiz that I can do. I was planning on doing the Markiplier quiz, which is on Newgrounds.com, which I've been waiting to do for a while. So I like taking these quizzes because it's interactive. I can read the quiz off. I know you guys enjoy watching me act like an idiot and prove myself wrong. So yeah, I already knew I had ADHD. I didn't need the fucking internet to prove that. A doctor proved that whenever I was 5 years old. So yeah, thank God it didn't say I have ADD. I'm glad about that. Hey, but okay, guys, I was supposed to click on that one button that said try resources and next steps. Basically, there's a little article here that I'm supposed to read. It says, let go of fear. Let go of fear. As we noted at the start, this quiz is not definitive, but your score suggests you are struggling with these challenges. This does not mean you're lazy, stupid, or weak. You are not broken. ADHD is a neurodevelopmental disorder, a shortage of some very specific neurotransmitter, which basically means our brains work differently. Most adults with ADHD are born this way. Like I said, I was born with this. I've had it ever since I was a baby, but I didn't get diagnosed with it till I was like 4 years old. ADHD is a highly heritable and runs in families. It's ran in the family for years, so my uncle had it. Researchers have identified over 20 suspect genes, and here's the biggest thing we've learned. The solution is not try harder. You are already trying as hard as you can. Like I said, guys, I try as hard as I can to control it, and I've been doing really good about it over the years. Where was I? The many ADHD specialists in our videos agree that your first step is to get educated, simply understanding what's going on and figuring out your particular blend of challenges can be life-changing. We know. We've been where you are. This is why Totally ADD exists. We are independent resources created by comedian Rick Green, ADD, and loving it. So basically, I've known I had ADD or ADHD for years. I researched it. I took classes on it. I learned to control it. I've had a therapist in the past, a caseworker, who all taught me, and great mentors, teachers in the past who taught me what I know today. And I'm glad I became the man I am today. So guys, let me get on camera here and I'll tell you what I thought. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that quiz video. I am planning to do more quiz videos in the future on this channel. I want to get to the Markiplier quiz, the Markiplier quiz 2, which I'm pretty sure are on Newgrounds.com. I've seen them. There's some other quiz videos, but I want to get back to some more Slenderman tomorrow. Guys, tell me what you thought about this. Would you like to see more quiz videos in the future? Are you enjoying them? Are they boring? Are they interesting? Do you like them? Give me your feedback in the comment section below. Let's get 5, 20, 30, 40, or 50 likes, whatever you guys want to put on here, so I know I'll just say this. Let's get a bunch of likes on this video, so I know you guys definitely want to see, and let's get a bunch of likes and a bunch of comments on this video, so I definitely know you guys want to see more of these quiz videos. So, tell me what you thought in the comment section below. You guys can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, or hit me up on Instagram anytime you guys want to talk about anything, because my heart is always open to you, no matter what you are going through in your life, guys, whether it is depression, anxiety, if you've just lost a very close, dear friend or family member in your life, I'm always there to listen. I have Facebook, Messenger, Twitter. I put the links to all my social media in the description below. Go talk to me and check me out on there if you guys want to. You don't have to. Do not forget to smack a doodle-doo like button with a whoosh of awesomeness. And let's see if we can get about, I'll put it up to 30 likes. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd like to have a lot of likes, so I know that you guys want to see more of this, and I want you guys' feedback. So, and that's really all I got to say for now. And so yeah, always remember, stay humble and stick with your friends. Gamers community unite, and I will see you guys within the next quiz video. Bye bye, everyone.